We are live.
Yes, we are live and ready to go with that entry. Actually, I just realized too that I had like the background and this is what I'm going to be reading. It's the same starry.
I love that. Yes.
It worked
I
out.
saw your post just now. I think
Mhm.
I just liked it just before I hopped on.
Yes.
Love
yes.
that. It's so good.
So welcome to anybody who's going to be hanging out with us in the comments. I know it's pretty early, so my early ones are hit or miss. But yeah, so me and Diane have been doing a challenge this weekend for trying to read as much as we can in 24 hours over 2 days. And this is the second and final day of this challenge. So that is what we will be doing today, is reading. But if you guys are here, let us know what you're going to be doing. If you're also reading with us, or if you guys are writing or something else. And I will let Diane introduce herself.
Right. I forgot I have to do that. Hello, I'm Diane. I make videos here on YouTube. I don't know. I'm working on my new adult contemporary novel. That's my writing side. As far as reading today, I'm going to be mainly working on a manuscript critique. So I'm reading a friend's book, and I was actually thinking about it this morning that because I'm reading a series,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm later in the series, I can't even really talk about what's happening in the books too much because I can't. And then the other book is it's not even out yet, so I can't really talk about what I'm reading. But it's been good so far. And yeah, I'm blogging this weekend, and Bree is also vlogging, so I'm excited to watch your vlog, Bree.
Yes. I'm already at 45 minutes.
I love that.
I'm probably at an hour now between my clips this morning and now, but
that's so good.
The editing is going to be a pain.
I know. I'm actually going to try to do some of that tonight, but yeah, it's been fun so far, and I'm so glad that we're doing this together.
Me too. So what are you working on during the stream so far? Are you going to do the manuscript first?
Yes. So I'm going to finish reading my friend's book. I have about 30 pages, I think. 30 or 35 pages, something like that. So I really want to get that done. And then if I finish that during the stream, I will probably continue listening to Ruthless Ends by Katie Wismar on audiobooks.
Oh, nice. And if you're just tuning in, hi, I'm Brie Bonomo. This is my channel, and I do a lot of writing and reading content. On the writing side, I have been working through my second draft of Project Vampire, which is a horror novel. And on the reading side, I have been binge reading all weekend. So for me today, I'm going to start with The Stories That Told Me by Kayla Kempers. Kayla also has a YouTube channel, and she's pretty huge. So if you don't follow her, you should.
Yes.
I'm about halfway through her poetry collection, so I feel like I can probably finish this easily in this stream. And then after I finish the poetry, I'm going to be switching over to Mistborn, which is my Autumn Breeze book club pick. So if anyone is interested, if you've never read Mistborn or you want to join our book club, link is in the description, and we will be meeting on February 15th to discuss. So you have a few weeks to do it.
It's so fun. I love that. Mistborn is Brandon Sanderson? Okay.
Yes,
is this your first Brandon Sanderson book?
It is not. I have read 2 of his standalones, but this will be the first series I'm tackling for him. I tried to read The Way of Kings last year, and I got maybe 80 pages in, and I was reading it, but I had so many other goals. I'm in 2 book I run 2 book clubs, and then all that. So I never really got to stick with it. And there is so much that goes on in The Way of Kings. So I've heard that Mistborn is a little bit easier to get into his series. So I kind of paused Way of Kings, and now I'm going to read this.
How long is this series? How many books is it?
So there's 3 books in Mistborn Era 1, and then there's also Mistborn Era 2. Which eras. I think, there's eras.
I love that.
So they're both trilogies, but they also connect. I think, don't quote me for sure, but I think the second era is 1,000 years after the first 3 books.
Okay. I'm into that.
Yeah, but they're pretty chunky, because even my floppy paperback cover is 500 pages, and I think on audio it's 20 hours or something like that. It's a thick book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, and I really have to get reading because I am a slow reader and I have less than a month now.
Yes. Do you have it on audiobook too to like help speed up the
No.
process? Oh, it's full just eyeballs.
It
Okay.
is, and also because I know this might be an unpopular opinion, but I hate Brandon Sanders' narrators. He uses
Oh.
the same narrators for every single book, and for the one audiobook I read, I thought they worked perfectly, but then like the next book I was trying to listen to like these 20-year-old women and men, and the narrators are, not to be ageist, but they are much, much older. Like they are
Mhm.
older individuals, like
Okay.
way older than me, like in their 60s.
Okay. Okay.
So I really struggled listening to another book by him because the voices did not match the characters. They just
Right.
sounded so much older than
Right.
they were supposed to be, and it threw me off. So I
Okay.
don't think I will be listening to it at all because I just I couldn't drive with the narrator.
That's fair. And like I feel that that's something that's really hard about audiobooks is like
Yes.
if you can't stand the narrator, yeah, that's
Yeah.
hard.
And
Okay.
they were good. I listened to the book on Frugal Wizard, which is a standalone, and like I think they worked fine for that one. I had no problem because like the style of the book I thought matched it, which is why I was like, oh, I can't wait to listen to other books by him. And then I was like, oh, this is the same narrators.
No.
So
Okay.
not that they're bad, and he obviously loves them, which is why he keeps using them. I just
Yeah.
personally
Right.
don't think they fit very well. So
Okay. That's fair.
yeah,
That's fair.
yeah. And we have Nina joining us. So hi,
Yeah.
Nina.
Yeah,
If you're
hi.
still here, let us know what you're working on or what you're going to be doing during our sprint.
Mhm.
And yeah, I don't want to waste too much time because I do still want to get a lot of reading done.
A lot of
So
work to do. Yeah, a lot
yes,
of work to do.
yeah. So I do need to set up the timer though. That is the one thing I forgot to do.
That's okay. I
So
almost always do that. Great. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to finishing um, this book, my friend's book that I'm reading. So,
mhm. Awesome. So we want to do 25 or
mm,
30 minutes? Since I know you have quite a few pages, should we just jump into a
yeah,
30?
yeah, why not? Let's do 30. Let's get right in the zone.
Yes. Okay. So let me remember how to present. um, okay. That's what I want. Okay, perfect. There we go.
Yeah,
And
you have this new screen.
yes, we're on writing the first chapter of a new project. Oh, this is so exciting.
First,
Oh,
you have 3 projects. Oh,
yes. Oh, I love that.
mm-hmm.
I see a lot of people do that kind of stuff with reading where they'll like read the first chapter and then decide what book they want to
Yes,
continue. I never thought about doing that with a project like writing before. That sounds really fun.
I love that.
Well, enjoy. So hopefully this 30 minutes will get you right into the mode of that and
Mhm.
we'll kind of go from there. So, all right, I'll put my first sprint up. Okay, so we will be back in 30 minutes, friends, and hopefully I will be done with a poetry collection by then.
Yay! I think you will. It's gonna
Okay.
be so good.
All right. So come back in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity. Okay.
Hello.
Hello. How did everyone do?
That was good. I got through 2 chapters, and I have about well, I was further away than I thought. I have about I can't do math, but it's less than 25 pages.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah. How did you do?
I did really well. I did finish Kayla's collection.
Yay!
It's very sweet. And I was gonna say, I'm like, and I know she popped in.
Well, here. Yeah.
Listen,
Yay.
you progressed, Kayla.
Yes.
But yes, also wonderful little collection.
Yes.
Very nostalgic and made me feel like a lot of I know in her acknowledgement she said that it was like over the decades and like all the things that she learned, and I definitely got that vibe a lot. So
I love it.
yes, your timing was great. Unsure where I started, but around 200 words. That's excellent.
Nice. Not
Great job, Nina. Oh, yeah. So now it's time to switch gears. I have one more poetry collection for today and another author tuber. So
yay. Which one?
yeah.
Which one? Can you share?
Yeah, I can't remember what her last name is. Hold on.
Okay.
Schaubeck, Emily Schaubeck.
Okay. Oh, cute. I love that.
Yes. So, and this one I think I'll easily get through too, because like the poems are also kind of like shorter and it'll be easily read. But I think I'm gonna save that till later because we're supposed to have a massive snowstorm today, so I will probably have to go out and run to the store. So I figured my husband can drive and I can read that in the car.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Great plan.
Yes. But for now, I think, which I should have just grabbed it when I was over there too, I think I'm going to switch gears to Mistborn for the next sprint.
So how many pages is that?
Mistborn?
Yeah, a lot.
Well, yeah. Well, it's a lot for me. Like, she's thick.
Right.
Again, this is a paperback and it's nice and floppy. So I was like, oh, that's not going to be bad. And then when like I said, I looked at the audiobook and I was like, oh, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a preview. Okay, wait. There might be a preview for the next book.
Okay.
So let's see. There is. Okay. So it is 537 pages.
Okay. That's still very, very chunky.
Yes. And I've only gotten to the prologue so far.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah. But I'm excited.
Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah. So I'm guessing you're going to continue with the manuscript read. So
yes, I do want to finish that up. And because I still need to go to the library to get the next volume, I won't be doing any of this. I'm debating. I mean, I could just like listen to more of Ruthless Ends. But then I also have like that novella. I'm wondering if I should just start that novella, Thrum. Because that'll be like a fairly quick read. I mean, not really for me, but like it's quicker.
Slow readers are like, it's gonna be so quick 5 hours later.
Yeah.
Like,
why am I so slow? It's crazy.
I don't know. Even like the poetry collections like took me 2 hours each.
Oh yeah. I think it's just because like I'm trying to like I don't know. I don't know how people can read fast. Like I don't know. I need to like get every word.
Yes. And it's so strange to me too, because like in general, like if I'm looking at like how long it takes me, like I can read fast, but like it's not. Because my one friend will be like, what do you mean? You read like a book in 2 days. And I'm like, yeah, that's if and when I have the ability to sit down and read it.
Yeah, for like large chunks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I think my brain is just too filled with buzz these days as I get older. I'm like, I can't sit there for like yesterday was like hard to just sit and just like enjoy and absorb myself back into reading. I eventually got there by the end of the day, but like for a while I was like, my brain is just cannot shut off and get into reading.
Yeah, and I definitely, and I'm sure some of it has to do with like, social media and stuff and like how we get these like quick little, so doing something where like you're sitting for a long period of time, and it's like the same sort of thing. It's very drawn out. It's hard. It's hard. But I'm glad that we were talking about like audiobooks because then at least it allows us to kind of keep busy while still,
Yeah. Yeah.
consuming stories.
Oh my God, for sure. And like honestly, like without audiobooks, I would not ever consume nearly as much. I'm trying to
Yeah.
I put my stats, let me see, on Instagram. That was where's the books I read? I did a little comparison. So I read 64.2% of my books last year were audio.
Wow. Yeah.
Mhm.
There's such a great way to like still get the
Mhm.
stories without. I don't know. There's also this feeling of like when you're just sitting still and
Mhm.
like doing the thing, you're like, I should be doing something else. There's so, like,
Yeah.
you know,
That like relaxation guilt is
yeah,
so big.
yeah. So yeah, I feel that. I feel that struggle for sure. I have found that it's easier for me with the manga to like
Mhm.
sit with it for a while and just like read for like an hour where I feel like I'd be a lot more distracted with just like a regular novel. And I think it's because
Yeah.
it has like, it's like always moving. There's like stuff going on the page. Um,
Yeah, I feel like I never really got into manga because I think the pictures always threw me off, which is
yeah,
funny enough, but, like, when the couple ones I did read, like, I felt like they were always super quick because it's like, like,
yeah,
you're absorbing the picture as you're, like, reading it too, so it was a little bit quicker.
yeah, yeah. I've been having a lot of fun definitely with this format. So I'm really looking forward to like getting into other other mangas for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow. Alright. I'm trying
I'm
to think.
gonna make I'm gonna make a London Fog. I meant to do that like during that last sprint.
Mhm.
I'll do it for this next one. So I'm gonna start with that and then continue with my.
Yeah, I probably had to take a bathroom break because I did, like, pound my coffee before I jumped on stream, so I'm like, "Oh, that's not great." But, yeah, I think, I'll probably do another 30 minutes because then that way we can take our, like, 2 5-minute break
Yes.
and then focus on the reading after that. But, yeah, I think I'm gonna dive into the world of Sanderson
That's
next.
so exciting.
I know I will not finish this today, but I'm hoping to get a
A good
decent
job.
way through so that way I have a good jump when I'm looking at the rest of the month ahead because I have quite a few things. Like I have a hair appointment, I have my sister's baby shower,
Oh my gosh.
things that are not going to make it easy to read.
Right. Yes, we have to get in as much as we can. Yeah.
Yes. So, all right. So, for anybody in the comments are still watching, this will be our second sprint. Maybe we'll do 2 more. We'll see how we're at
Mhm.
after this next one. Probably go about 2 hours. So,
Mhm.
all right. So, we'll do the bringing it back up 30 minutes and we'll chat with everybody at like the quarter after mark. So,
All right.
all
Good
right.
luck.
Happy reading. Oh, again.
Hello. I like the 30-minute sprints.
I think it's like a good thing I feel like I like 30 minutes with writing as well because
Yes.
I think it's just a good enough time to like really start getting in the flow, but then like you're not so absorbed
Yeah.
that you don't get like angry when it ends.
Yeah. I like 25 as well, but 30 is like,
Mhm.
feels good.
Yeah. I think for most of the time I tend to I do 30 a lot. Like sometimes I'll do 20 if I need like a quick boost or if I'm doing something that's not like I need to get into, but like a posting on like Instagram or something like that, but
Right.
30 is a good one.
Mhm.
So, how'd you do?
I did okay. I made my
Looks
lemon fog.
delicious.
It's quite yummy. Um, and I think I did a chapter and a half. I have about 15 pages left. So
That's exciting. So you might not finish in the next sprint, but you might get close.
I might get close. I might, depending on how long the next
Yeah.
sprint is. I might.
I mean, I'll probably stick with a 30. I feel
Yeah,
like that is good.
I love it. It's good. So I think I'll be able to do it in the next sprint, which is very exciting. Very, very
Nice.
exciting.
Oh, that is so fun.
How'd you do?
So I started reading. I got 9 pages in that sprint, which I feel like is pretty good.
Mhm.
My biggest complaint with Sanderson, and this is for the books that I've read and the books I've tried to read by him, is that while I appreciate that he trusts his readers and he doesn't treat them as dumb,
Mm,
sometimes getting into his books is like so overwhelming because he doesn't explain anything. Like
right.
he just like
Okay.
you'll figure it out by context clues. And I'm like,
Right.
I have no idea what's happening.
You're
So yeah, so, like, I'm not sure, like, they're referencing this ska, like, SKAA, but it's not capitalized, so I don't know if ska is a type of people or if it's, like
okay.
a worker class, you know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
don't know what exactly it is, but they're looked at as disdain, and that's what I've picked up.
Okay.
There was brief mentions of, like, the allomancy, which I know is, like, the magic system in here,
Okay.
but I have no idea how it works yet.
Right. Right. I
So
mean,
I
it's
was just
still
like,
early days.
oh my god, yeah, I'm just like, I just would love a little bit of explanation, Brandon, please.
Yeah. A little more context. It's funny because
Mhm,
he's like oh, like you guys aren't dumb. Like
mhm.
here,
Well, and I
meant to
thank
be
you for
empowering. But you're like, I feel dumb.
yeah, like, I am dumb, like, just break it down a little bit for me.
I'm dumb. Just tell me what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love that.
so I'm sure once I get and because when I was reading The Way of Kings, after the first few chapters, like, if I stuck with it, I think I would've been fine. I was just
Right.
like, I was getting into it the more that I read it, and I feel like this will be the same way. But
Mhm.
yeah, it's just very jarring because he, like, throws you right in and is like, you're not gonna know what's happening.
But hopefully you'll figure it out. I mean, if it's done well enough, it'll keep you like wanting to figure it
Mhm.
out, and then it'll slowly give you like just enough to like keep
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
and I think it will. Like I said, almost everybody, if you go on the internet, like, everybody says who's a big Brandon Sanderson fan, like, this is the easiest series to get into.
Right. I feel like
So,
you're mentioning that.
yeah, so I think I'll be fine. It's just, like, the the off the jump, you're like,
Right.
help."
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay. No,
so
I do want to try reading some Brandon Sanderson. He has a new lecture, right? Like he's
yes, he's redoing so he's doing his, like, he already has a series up on YouTube, but he's renewing it so that, like, it's more up to date, and I'm excited because I've only briefly I never ended up watching the series full through. I was only touching and going when I wanted to look at something. So I
yeah,
think I'm actually gonna, like, follow it now as he's uploading it week by week. I'm really excited about that.
that's cool. I kind of want to look. I mean, I don't really write sci-fi or fantasy. I mean, I like the idea of sci-fi. I might
Mhm.
try my hand at that one day, but I'd love
You
to.
think you might do, like, a urban, right? Like, a paranormal or something,
Yeah,
so
yeah. So I think, I mean, either way, I'd be interested to. I feel like there's
Mhm.
so much that I can glean from like what he has to say. So
Yeah.
I definitely want to look into that as well. So the first one's out already, right?
I actually don't know, to be honest.
Okay.
I do follow him on YouTube, but I'll check now actually. But while I'm doing that, JK popped in during that sprint, so welcome, JK. We are doing reading things because we are doing a challenge of reading 24 hours over 2 days, and that is, as you've now heard, I've been reading Mistborn.
Yes, I've been reading a couple different things. I'm working my way through Death Note. I'm on the last book of Katie Wismer's Marionette series, and I'm also doing a manuscript critique for a friend of mine. So I'm reading her book, which is a fantasy, and it's lovely. And yeah.
Yes, and I just looked. Yes, he posted it yesterday.
Okay. Okay.
So if anyone is interested, I'll put it in the chat for his first day. The first one is an hour and 8 minutes. So
class is in session.
Yes, which yeah, I probably will. I'm going to focus on the reading today, but I think this week it looks like if he's posting them on Fridays or Saturdays, like that'll be doable. I can do like a little bit of watching and then some writing. So
yeah. I love that. I'm excited. I'm going to watch that too, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think. It doesn't say, the philosophy of professional writing. So it seems like it'll be accessible. It's not necessarily, I mean, obviously it's for fantasy and sci-fi, but I think you'll still be able to get something out of it.
I think so. Just craft-wise, I think there's going to be a lot.
Yeah, this one seems pretty good. I mean, his chapters are like the philosophy of the class, being a pro versus non-pro, making a living, artistic expression, survivorship bias, and writing in the same world, and writing groups. So it sounds like very much an intro class.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good. I'm gonna look him up. I don't know. I don't think I follow him. He's just Brandon Sanderson on YouTube.
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm actually going to post it in my writing group on Discord. I'll post it as some resources.
Yeah, I'll throw that on my Discord as well. I think I meant to when I first saw people talking about it. Oh, wait, can I just click? I don't know if I can click the link in here. Oh, I guess I could just copy and paste it. Okay. Yeah. So exciting.
Yes. Fantasy inside.
It's gonna start playing, isn't it? Ooh.
Okay. I think. Oh, wait. Did I not do that? Yep. I copied it, and then apparently it didn't want us. Like it's like, nah, you didn't actually copy it. All right. Put that in my.
Sorry. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun. I think Diane is too, but it is reading a lot is tough.
Yeah.
Like, I admire the people who do booktube as a job because or even like TikTok before, the ban happened in America. Which is official. I can't log into TikTok, which is very sad. That means I cannot so I was starting to save my videos and I didn't finish. So if there's videos on there that I didn't save right now, I can't access them. But like people who do this for a living, like I don't know how they don't get burned out because I love reading, but like just doing this nonstop is.
I feel like there must be a degree of burnout, and I think I've seen some creators like talk about that and like the toxicity of certain things. But yeah, it is. I mean, even though it is fun, there is also like a labor aspect to it. It's like there's
Absolutely.
I feel like it can get hard, and like for me, like I need like time to like process books. And so like people who are reading like hundreds of books a year, I mean,
I'm trying not to judge, but I'm judging.
Like, how are you? Like, do you even know what you've read? Like, that's so many books. But I guess if like that's your like full time, like your job is to read, which like sounds so lovely.
Yeah.
Then like I guess like that's more like for me with the amount that I work and stuff, and like you, the thought of like making, I'm like there's literally there's not enough time.
No,
There's not enough time.
not at all. And sometimes there's just not enough brain power for it. Like as much as I
Yeah.
would love to, like some days I'm just wiped and I'm like, I can't pick up a book
Yes.
or think about it. So
Yeah. All you can
yeah.
do is just like lay on the bed or on the couch.
Yep.
I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah. Nina came back a little bit late and started on dinner. I love a good lasagna, so I'm a little bit jealous.
I love that you mentioned what the food was because that would have been my first question.
Yes. Yeah, I'm assuming JK missed that. But yeah, no, lasagna. So
Mm,
Greg actually makes a really good lasagna. I mean, he's a
yeah,
good cook. I will say I'm blessed in that
I love
regard.
that. Yes.
But his lasagna has always been pretty bomb.
I used to I got a little lasagnaed out for a while because like my mom made it a lot growing
Mhm.
up. But it's so good. I mean, I love pasta and stuff. Sometimes like tomato sauce gives me really bad
Mhm.
heartburn, but it's worth it for like a good lasagna.
Yeah. I feel like that's like anybody with like stomach issues of any sort. Like, I'm lactose intolerant, but I need to have this ice cream.
Yeah.
It's like nobody knows the limits. Even my mom was like, my mom has celiacs, and she was like, well, like sometimes she's like, the one thing said she misses the most is just like having a beer sometimes. And she's
Yeah.
like, maybe if I just have a little bit of sip here and there.
Oh
And I
my
was just like, you guys do whatever you want. It's your life.
hmm Maybe like build up a tolerance. I don't know if that's how it works, but
Speaking of lactose intolerance, seriously.
yep.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't. I feel so bad for it. I mean, I don't really have like people have told me issues. Like mine are very sporadic if I'm gonna have them, but like I don't really have any like of those kind of allergies or problems, and I'm very grateful for that because I'm a foodie. I just need all the food all the
Ooh,
time.
food. I'm grateful that I don't have like severe allergies. I definitely have
Mhm.
a lot of sensitivities. But if I were like allergic to something where it's like I have like a severe reaction, that would
Mhm.
be so sad. Because now, even though it hurts when I eat certain things, like at least I know I can eat it and then just like deal with it.
Mhm.
But like if it's a reaction where I need like an EpiPen or something, that's terrifying. And I feel bad for people who have that, or like people who like discover their allergies.
Oh, I know.
That's terrifying. So
Yeah.
scary. Yeah.
Yeah, especially the ones that are like severe like that. I gotta go to the
Mhm.
emergency room
Like,
now.
oh, my throat is closing up. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
so
That
scary.
happened to me. Like that's how
Oh,
I
really?
can't remember. Oh, I have a very weird allergy. Allergy to
Like a weird thing?
yes. It's called pollen food allergy syndrome.
Okay.
So, I tree fruit and tree nuts,
Okay.
whatever that is.
Right.
I have a variety of issues, and it could be severe, like when my throat closed up in college,
Oh my
or it
god.
could have no effect on me.
That is the
So
worst.
yep. So
What?
truthfully, I just keep eating them, and honestly, like, I feel like I don't know if it's mental
Mm,
willpower or if I just have, like, overcome a lot of it, but
mm,
over the years, like, I don't have really any reactions anymore, so I just keep
okay.
eating them.
Wow, that is a weird. So wait, the allergy is to like those certain things, but
It's
it's either
to
a
pollen.
reaction.
Yeah.
It's either you get a reaction or you don't.
Pretty much. Yeah. And it was weird. So like it started with when I was a freshman in college, my dad had sent like a care package to me. Like the school, it was through the school. So he
Mhm.
had signed up and it got
Right.
to me and it was for finals week and they had apples and oranges in them.
Oh
And
god.
I was eating the apple,
Yeah.
not thinking anything of it, and my throat started closing up.
That's so scary.
Yeah, and prior to that, I had only had, like I noticed it, but, like, peaches, plums, my dad was
Oh,
always, like, a big peaches, plums
I
person,
love peaches.
and I would notice my lips would tingle after, but I never thought
Mhm.
anything of it, I just thought that was normal. So then when my
Right.
throat closed up, I was like, "Okay, this is something," and then, either the year after that, I want to say maybe it was like my junior year. I was trying to open up more foods because I tried to be well, I was a vegetarian, but I wasn't eating anything. So I was like, well, let me try nuts because I really need to get something
Yeah.
to have, like, sustaining my life.
Mhm.
And my friend gave me almonds and I had an allergic reaction to the almonds. And then
Oh,
that's when I found out that it's the tree pollen. Like, just
right.
that is what I'm allergic to.
And so maybe it's like some of them have like more of it or like less of it in it or like
Mhm.
that's so weird. Yeah, that's hard because it's like it's not consistent.
Yeah. It's also called oral allergy syndrome.
Oral
Yeah, so basically anything that grows on a tree, so fruit, fruit, nuts, or veggies, I could
Mhm.
have an allergic reaction to. Now, I'm not saying this is just my experience. Like, other
Yeah,
people, it may be very consistent.
right.
Because even still, like, I mean, a couple months ago, I know my lips were tingly after eating something.
Wow.
But, like, I'm just, one life. I just want to eat what I want to
Right?
eat.
Fuck it.
Got the EpiPen in the closet. I'll be okay.
Oh my god. Wow.
Oh, yeah. I've never had to use the EpiPen, but yeah, I
Mhm.
never knew what it was. And so I was like researching it, and actually on
Yeah.
TikTok it had come up, and I was like, wait a minute, this sounds like what I have. And then that's when I found out that it is a real thing. And my dad has it. So he tried to poison me.
Oh my god. He's like, here, just to test it out. Just to see,
Mhm.
here's some apples and oranges. Wow.
Yeah. So
Oh,
oranges
wow.
are fine, even though technically oranges grow on trees. I don't have any reaction to anything with
Okay.
like a casing. So like bananas, oranges are fine because I peel them.
Right. Because they're so if you were to peel the apple, then that would have been fine?
Probably. And if I bake the apples, I'm fine.
Interesting.
So it is, I think it is like the skin because the pollen is on the skin.
Right. That's so cool. I mean,
Yeah.
it sucks, but it's
Yeah,
also
but like
it's
I
so
said,
interesting.
it doesn't bother me as much because like
Mhm.
I just like have mostly overcome it. It does.
Yeah, and I'm sure I feel like some allergies, like, you kind of outgrow them or, like, they just, like,
Mhm.
start out of nowhere. It's all weird. It's all so weird.
It is. But I will say too, like looking back at like both, when I was younger, especially in college, like that was when it was the worst for me. But
Okay.
I also, my like seasonal allergies with pollen was really, really bad. Like I was getting sinus infections every other week. So it
Wow.
makes sense that like
Yeah.
I was that severely allergic to pollen.
Right, that you were,
But
like, that
even
reactive back
yes,
then.
but over the years, even my seasonal allergies, like I'll still get them, but like, knock on wood, like I don't really have them at all
Mhm.
anymore. So,
Okay.
like, my whole body just changed,
Interesting. Your body was like, "Nah, we can't live like this."
apparently. So, I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah, wow. Interesting.
All the lactose intolerant people.
I know. I feel like it's so many people.
Mhm,
Probably everyone has, like, a degree of it.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, they're probably poisoning us and
100%. Absolutely. I believe it.
yeah. So, anyway, on that positive note, we're a little bit, behind schedule, so do we wanna do 30 and go a little bit over, or do we wanna cut it down? Because I know you have other
Yeah,
things that
I
you
have I have
schedule.
to be on another stream at noon. Sorry, at 1.
I was gonna say, okay, so why don't we do you wanna do like a 20-minute then and just like get a couple extra pages done, or 25?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, 20. All right. So we'll do our final sprint for everybody. But just so everyone knows, Diane is going to be streaming again at 1 o'clock on her channel.
Yes. No,
So,
I'm on Riel's
well,
channel.
Riel's channel.
Mhm.
My bad. I will put a
Yeah.
link in case you guys are just ready to go and want to keep being productive when we start this. But for now, this will be our final sprint of the day. Sorry, we did get into a little bit of discussion, so we have to cut it down. But we'll do 20 minutes and then I will link to Brielle's stream at 1 o'clock. So, all right. So
Yay.
here we go, friends. So 20 minutes on the clock. Happy productivity. We have come to the end.
Yeah, no.
Oh my goodness.
Here we go.
I had to stand up for a minute, so.
Yeah. I think after this stream, I gotta get my blood moving a little bit.
Yeah. Yes, I agree. So, how far did you get in our last 20 minutes?
I have about 13 pages left.
Okay.
Yeah. 13, I believe. So not bad. Not bad. I might even finish. I'll probably finish them between this stream and when I start the next stream.
That'll be good.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I have faith in you. You're definitely gonna finish it today, regardless. Yeah. But
for sure, I have to finish it today. It's been too long. I need to get it all done. So.
Yeah. So for me, I finished the chapter that I was in for this.
Okay.
And then I stopped because I was like, well, the chapters are big, so I know I'm not going to finish the chapter, and then I'm probably going to be getting in the car shortly. Right. So I did start. I read a couple of the poems. I think this is poetry and prose. Okay. So I read a couple of these. I feel like they're like, and obviously everyone's experience they're a little bit different. I don't mind them. They're just very like, I feel like I've read these before. That's kind of like the vibe I'm getting. So, and it's fine. Like I said, everyone's subjective, but so far, like I haven't found one that I'm like, ooh, that resonates really well with me. So I'm hoping I'll have a couple in here, just like everyone. But I only read like 3 or 4, so it's not like it's anything major. But I'll read this. Yeah, but I'll read this in the car, and then I'm also like when I'm in the store, I'll put in my audiobook and just listen to The Next Wayward Children. So in theory, I don't know if I'll finish The Wayward Children's because it is 5 hours, but it's doable.
It is doable.
So hopefully between doing that, I will have this completed and the Wayward Children's book completed. And then I'll have like 7 books completed.
That's crazy.
All short novellas and things like that, or collections. But like, I feel like that's a really big, like that's a good boost to getting my 52 books done this year.
That's a nice little dent. It's a nice little.
Yeah, it's a safety net.
I love that. I don't know if I finish. Hang on. I finished Bloodless Ties. I finished volume 8 of Death Note. I'm about to finish this book. But again, the only book that I was really kind of starting from the beginning was Death Note.
Yeah. Again, too, I also could agree. 2 of them were just what I finished reading, not necessarily started and read.
So that's 3. I'm not sure if I'll finish Ruthless Ends Ruthless Ends because I still have about 4 hours. We'll see though. But I do want to get the other 2 Death Notes read today, so we'll see.
You're gonna do it.
We'll see. So, like maybe 4 or 5, which is not bad for a weekend. Please.
Oh no, especially as slow readers.
Yes. Oh my gosh, look at us go.
So JK was able to get some work done on small business tasks. Congrats, especially for coming in late. Glad you were a little bit productive. And Nina got some more words, had to figure out what to do because I went off. We've all been there.
Yeah. That's good. I feel like he's productive.
Yeah.
Yay.
So unfortunately, we are going to be wrapping up pretty quickly, guys, just because Diane needs a little bit of a break before she jumps in her next stream. And I also needed to go take care of business. My dogs need to go out before I leave. So I need to also have some time. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. Diane's information is linked down below. So I'm sure everyone already follows her. But if you're tuning in later or you're not, you're lurking, give Diane a subscription. And Diane, I will let you do a little quick outro.
Sure. I never really know what to say with the outro. I don't know. I make videos here on YouTube, mainly about my writing process. And follow along if you're interested. What do I usually say? Subscribe if you like the vibe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Diane has a writing related video that just came out this past week. So excellent quality as always.
I'm very excited for my debut year. Hopefully, if I can stay on schedule.
You'll get there.
Yes, I'm determined.
And once again, too, I'm Brie Bonomo, and this is my channel, and I similarly do writing and reading content. I had a writing vlog that went up on Thursday, so if you're interested in the writing stuff, you can follow that. And I'm hoping to have my 24-hour readathon video up by this Thursday.
Same.
It's going to be a behemoth to edit, so I'm hoping, but that is my goal, which means I'm probably not going to be doing much writing in the next 2 days.
Fair.
Yes, but yeah, subscribe if you like the vibe for either of us.
Yay.
And thanks again, Diane, for joining. And thank you guys for hanging out with us and getting some productivity done.
Yay.
So until next time, we'll see you then.
Yeah.
Bye.